of entertainment. Kyle, at your leisure.
Okay, then. We Are the Millers stars Jennifer Aniston, which is why we've seen a lot of her in the press lately, and also Jason Sudeikis, who sat down with Jimmy Kimmel and admitted that he's got absolutely no sense of smell, but only realized it, I guess, till he was a little bit older.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Does it affect your sense of taste? Like, are you able to enjoy?
I think it's all dulled. Yeah. I think, but I mean, it also affects, I think, memory. I think there's a lot of things going on there that I haven't really gotten to the bottom of.
I bet it does, because you smell things, you go, oh yeah, that reminds me of, but you reminds you of nothing.
It reminds me of everything. Nothing or everything. There's too much going on.
Also, when you want to take a moment to enjoy life, you have to stop and just look at the roses, I guess.
That's all you got. Just looking, no smelling. Amanda Bynes has been forced to stay in a psychiatric ward. She was placed on a 5150, and the whole thing was set to expire last night. So today, she will be in court with her lawyer fighting against her parents for her freedom. She doesn't want to be there anymore, although her parents are fighting for a temporary conservatorship. Now, if they are granted this conservatorship, which hopefully they do, it'll last till the end of September, when a full-blown conservatorship thing will happen, and they'll try to get like permanent or at least long-term conservatorship over her. If not, she's out. She's free. She's on her own. Now, there have been conflicting reports onto how she's doing in the psychiatric ward. A lot of people are saying she's showing signs of schizophrenia. An insider said she was doing fantastic. The drugs are working. And then another insider has said, look, she's not improving yet. She's still totally delusional. The meds take longer than a week to work. We don't know yet. So in court, the judge will have to talk to Amanda Bynes, see if the judge thinks she's doing better, and then we'll also hear from the doctors and of course, her parents. Like I said, we'll find out later today. It should
I wonder
be
what
very
moment made her go crazy. Like, what
if they maybe moments.
I wonder if you could trace it in the media back to, okay, this is the last time we saw her normal.
You know what they say?
Next time it was this.
They say it's when she broke up with Kid Cudi. That after that, nothing she did made sense.
I don't know. I think maybe she's been showing signs of it for a long time, but maybe that's what kicked it into high gear. Lindsay Lohan, turns out she may have a boyfriend, a guy she met in rehab. Problem is, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to hook up with other people in rehab. And I guess he was dating someone else at the time. Interestingly enough, this 23-year-old guy claims that they are still talking. And Lindsay Lohan may be knocked up with his baby, which would make this next story I'm about to tell you very, 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 very disturbing. They're saying Lindsay Lohan is already back to partying. Just over a week after leaving rehab, already on her way to relapsing, she partied all night with the wanted Max George, like till 7 a.m. we're talking about. So they were out partying, and people who were there who saw her said she looked totally trashed, like a total mess, looked super beat up, like maybe not wasted, right, but yeah, totally beat up. This is exactly what they're saying. Now, a rep for Lohan fired back saying, I highly doubt this is true. She's friends with Max and did visit him, but everything else is untrue. She didn't drink. She was in bed by midnight, showed up in time for therapy this morning. She has a sober coach, and she's staying sober. So believe what you want to believe. In the meantime, Max George has also made friends with Justin Bieber, and Justin Bieber has had a lot of bad press lately, right? I mean, the poor guy. Max George was asked, what do you think about Justin Bieber? Is he maybe spiraling out of control like they say he is?
I've met Justin, and he's a lovely lad, and people make their own opinions of him. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But from what I know of him, he's a lovely, lovely guy.
Was that Ozzy Osbourne?
He's lovely. No, that's Max George. He's lovely. Okay. Interestingly enough, there's a video on our website, johnjayrich.com, keyword GBG, that's going viral. There's a 16-year-old Justin Bieber lookalike who went on the street and he had like fake bodyguards and whatnot and fooled like hundreds of girls. Like they were freaking out. Anyways, you can see that video on our website. In the meantime, the Kardashians have quite a bit of drama. I told you the other day, Khloe Kardashian is facing yet another female that has come forward and said, well, I hooked up with your husband. So she had to get away from all the rumors. And so she went to the airport, taking a flight out of town, hoping that she can take a couple of days off from this. Now, I guess this girl that has come forward is a lawyer and said that she had a 6-week affair with Lamar. And Khloe has said to be crying hysterically, like her mom can't calm her down. Nobody can calm her down. She seems to know in her heart that Lamar has indeed been cheating on her, but then is like fighting that she wants to stand by her man, so she doesn't know what to do. And also in the meantime, her sister Courtney is facing a huge lawsuit. This is a story that surfaced months ago and then kind of went away, and then now it's back. You remember that male model I told you about? Michael Girgenti said he hooked up with Kourtney Kardashian after they did a photo shoot together and claims that her son, Mason, is actually his.
He looks kind of like him.
He actually filed legal papers saying he wants a paternity test and all this stuff. And he claims that they had a 3-month texting relationship and then had sex unprotected. And coincidentally, he thinks Mason looks enough like him that he thinks it's his baby. And if it is, he wants to be
Are they
in the
going
kid's
to
life.
follow that storyline on the Kardashians?
I'd have no idea. Maybe.
That'd be pretty. And if they do follow it on the Kardashians, then you know the whole thing's set up.
Right. Then they were the ones who initiated that plot line. They're so good. They're so good at that.
Well, we will see. And if not, then maybe you can be a little suspicious, like maybe this guy is true. Although he claims that Mason and Penelope, Courtney's 2 kids, look nothing alike, and they look a lot alike. Like they look almost like exactly the same.
I think the kid looks like Scott Disick anyway.
I think he looks more like Courtney, but you know.
But he still looks like they're still Scott in there. I think he's gonna fail.
I think we'll find out that this
I think he
guy
looks more
is
like
a liar,
Lamar Odom.
I think he looks like Lamar.
That's
I don't
not
understand.
controversial at all.
He's cheating. He's cheating. He's in the NBA. When does that happen? Is that what, like, she's crying, screaming that? Like, no, basketball players don't do that.
No. On our website right now, johnjandrich.com, you go there, type in the keyword GBG. You can see the 16-year-old kid who looks like Justin Bieber, who totally pulled off faking it to look like him.